Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ubuntu Touch Q&A. This is episode 175, and we are streamed live on October the 4th, 2025. I'm happy, and sadly, Alfred cannot join tonight because he's a bit sick. So I hope he will recover quite promptly. But most likely not in the coming hour. So let's start with some news. I have pretty good news. The first one is the release of the long-awaited Noble version. So Ubuntu Touch 2404-1.0 is the first stable release of Noble for Ubuntu Touch. So yeah, it has been delayed a bit at the last moment, but it's finally here and able to be installed on all the compatible devices. So that's a great news. Also, another big news is that our partner, Brax Technologies, managed to release, not yet, sorry, managed to create a working port for Ubuntu Touch. So they still like some feature. They have some issues. They need to polish some things. For example, the bootloader is not ready yet. And what did they say? I don't remember. But yeah, basically, yes. Also, they didn't connect to the OTA yet. But that's something that will come quite soon. And hopefully, we will be able to have a demonstration, maybe not in the next one, but possibly in the following one. So that will be episode 177. So yeah, pretty exciting news. What else? With the Noble release, it's been quite quiet on other fronts. But we have also probably a security patch that will come that has been detected. So keep posted if you have an update on your version. Will it be Focal or Noble? Then please install it quite promptly because yeah, security fixes are very important to do. That will be it. I will jump quickly to the OpenStore before continuing. So let's say, what have we got? For starters, we've got a couple of new apps. We have here 3 new ones, Waze, Royal Road, and Google Maps, that are bookmarked, as they say, by Chromium OS guy. So these are basically just web apps that are adapted to work for your mobile experience. So yeah, Waze, I think everyone knows what it is. It seems pretty well integrated with the mobile experience. So if you are using this kind of service as well as Google Maps, I don't, because I don't use Google at all. But that's something that can be useful for many people. World Road is another online platform that I don't know about, but yeah, basically another web app brought by Chromium OS guys. So if you're interested, then you have them. We have also 2 fully new apps. The first one is AI Chat by Sra Reddy. Very interesting new app that allows you to use some of the common AI models out there. So you see here a list of for Olgama, but there are also ChatGPT and other stuff. So yeah, that's didn't try it yet, but quite nice to have finally access to AI natively on Ubuntu Touch. So I think many people will use this kind of app, and I think probably myself included. And we have also Sealed. So Sealed is a Bitwarden client. So that's based on the command line interface for Bitwarden that Breno Almeida modified and added a graphical user interface on top of this. So yeah, pretty nice. And a very welcome addition to the Ubuntu Touch apps arsenal, because definitely lacked a password manager. So that's good that we can rely on Bitwarden. So yeah, thanks a lot for this new app, Breno. That's very, very good. I didn't test it out yet, but we'll do soon. And that's it for the new apps. We have also a lot of updated apps, but I will start to just name quickly new apps for Focal brought back by Alaska Linux user or Weston Award. So he did an amazing job passing through a long list of apps that were left behind by their developers, and to bring them back to Focal. And we will see if everything works also for Noble, but I think many of them might. So where is which one is the first? It was on the page 2 because there's a lot of no, it's not. Yes, Translate. Translate is a native translator powered by Lingva. I don't know what Lingva is, but at least that's something that is interesting to have, a translator. We have also Accurate Puzzle Game. So yeah, puzzle games. We have also the Blackjack YouTube app. What do we have? A to-do list. We have the quick conversions that allows you to convert between different units. My People, which is an offline archive manager for contacts. So yeah. Moments, which I remember I used to, I tried it out and it was quite nice to use. Doesn't fit my use case nowadays, but at the time it was great, which allows you to create some kind of different, some kind of albums for your pictures. The cooking calculator also that allows you to convert different measurement units for cooking. So let's say spoon, teaspoon, or a cup to milliliters or grams, because mostly you can convert grams to milliliters if you want. Chatter, which is an IRC client, which I've never heard for a long time now. Hymnal, which is English hymnals and song. Quite interesting and quite niche. Trolley, which is a to-do and shopping list. The Jubilee Bible also, which is a Bible basically online or now on your device. I don't know if it's connecting to internet to that list. My Finance as well. The simplest RSS to access your favorite RSS feed. MacBank, which is a MAC address lookup app. So yeah, thanks a lot, Alaska Linux user, Weston, for all these new apps updated for Focal. We have also other updated apps. let's say, not in order, but we had the contact bridge, if I can find it, that has been also updated by Breno Almeida. Contact bridge allows you to, this is here, to sync your address book to your device, so you can synchronize your contact list. We have also Nymea apps that has been updated by Nymea. Thank you a lot for this. uWolf also has been updated. Where is it? Where's uWolf? Maybe it was on the other page. Probably yes. Yes, uWolf by by Criminalist Guy again. So all those 4 apps were updated by Criminalist Guy. We have also Ubiduce. Where is it? Man, it's hard to find too much apps. So Ubiduce port has been also updated by Chromium OS Guy. We have the YouTube app. Sorry, YouTube app is has been updated to Noble by Matteo Salta, and I think I announced it in the Alaska Linux users update, but it was not part of it. We have Transport, also the Czech and Slovak Transport connection app that has been updated and to Noble. So thank you for taking care of moving those apps to Noble. Quite important now. We've got also the Pickpocket app, which is a client for Imish, which is an alternative to, let's say, Google Picture or Photo, or I don't know how it's called because I don't use them. Where am I? We have also the time management app that has been updated by Kalin CIT services. We have also the UT translator that has been updated at an offline translator by Leon. Thanks for that. The Deco, our main, probably only email client for Ubuntu Touch that has been updated. So thanks, Daniel Chapman, for bringing this up. But thanks also to all contributors, because I know that there's more than one people behind it. There's also a web app for GNU/Linux.ch, which is a German community for GNU Linux actualities. Thanks, Leo Moller, for bringing this up, updating it. And Leo Moller also updated the UAD block NG, which is a great app that allows you to block advertisements, unwanted ones on different websites, or mostly different websites. So yeah, and be careful, this app is unconfined, so if you don't trust them or don't trust the app, then fine, but just be aware that it has unrestricted access to your system. But I think it's mostly safe to use, but that's my assessment on this, personal assessment. Thanks also to Daniel Frost for updating Cine UT, which is a client for Matrix, based on it's a web client, but it's a native app for Ubuntu Touch, which is great. Daniel also updated the Screen Lock app, which I saw, I think, below. The Screen Lock. And so bringing new language supported for the app. And we have also Parasol, which is a weather app that has been also updated by Christopher Kamna. And yeah, thanks everyone for contributing to the richness of Ubuntu Touch application. And this makes this alternative operating system quite usable on a daily basis. Of course, the one relying on WhatsApp and consoles will not get this kind of feature, but we don't have too many ways to go around this. So thanks a lot for all your contribution, maintaining the apps and creating new ones. And now, please, developers, if you can test it out on Noble and see if it works. That would be very, very great to have. I heard from Marius that he's on his way, so maybe he won't be too long before he can join. But let's continue. And thanks our sponsors. Yes, because without them, it will be difficult to do what they do. So thanks a lot, Smooth, Vola, Pine64, Weinstein, DigitalOcean, Netlify, Odoo, Private Internet Access, Garner and Associates, GitLab, Cloudrun, Codelutin, Tixia, Gandhi.net, and Brax Technologies. Thanks a lot for your support. It's highly appreciated, and we hope to have more contributors in the future. If you're interested, you can get in touch with us at, for example, BOD for the board of directors at ubports.com. Now, this is a first one, but yeah, I think that's important to throw it out there. You can contact us, the board of directors at bod@ubports.com. If you have business you want to do with the foundation. And we have also a lot of Patreons. And I'm glad to announce that I rotated through all our smaller contributors, smaller quote unquote, who didn't reach the sponsor level on Patreon. So the 5 random ones will be, you probably already heard of them in the past, but it will be in another order. So thanks a lot, and I see that Marius is joining, so maybe I will put him to the task. Let's wait and see. It should be there any minute. No, I will go through the list. So thanks, Aethiel, Adam Avelka, Conspy, Daniel Franchak, Heather Ellsworth, Hemens Toffels, Jose Angel Escura, JT, Caleb Clark, Kenneth Drew, Luigi311, Michael Kellner, Mr. T 10001, Omegus, Rodius, Spendios, Xela Alex 1234, and the random 5, Volker Seal, Marian, Walter Garcia Fontes, RJ Dan, or Seren. Thank you all for supporting the effort of the Ubuntu Ports Foundation. And if you also want us to mispronounce your name, you can head over to ubports.com/donate, even if I'm not sure if the page was updated, but it's already a first thing. And yeah, the main thing will be LibrePay or Patreon, but you have also other means. And hopefully we have the page sorted out. And if you want us to support us as well, you can also head to ubports.com/shop to spread the word, buy some merch, and spread the word around you about what an amazing operating system exists out there, and that it's available for you too. Yeah, thanks everyone for supporting the foundation. Okay, And I don't see Marius coming, even if I saw sign of him trying to connect. So maybe he's having some connectivity issues. I will try to send him an invite link just in case. Give me a second. This is this one. Copy link. Send it to Marius. And now it's time to get to the question. We take the question from the forum in priority. Okay, Marius is coming in.
Okay, hello.
Yeah, hello Marius.
Sorry I'm late, but there is a big storm in Norway. So having big problems with both internet and power. The power is back-ish, but my internet is not. So
Okay.
I'm trying over 4G, see if that works. It seems to be stable now.
Yeah, I can hear you and see you fine. So hopefully this will stay the same.
Yep.
So yeah, thanks for joining. And I was just about to start about the questions on the forum. So the first one is from Povok. Povok asks, is anyone working on converging a bit more with other mobile Linux platform? For example, by adding Flatpak support for apps.
Right. So this one is both yes and no. We are working on getting multiple packages managing in, but we are focusing first on Snap. So with that, it will come a lot of other apps. And after that, we might also do Flatpak. Flatpak in that sense, I think also would, when we get Snap in, Flatpak should also work just fine. And I think actually Flatpak should work just fine already, since it uses a simpler approach to jail. It doesn't go through the same security ways as Snap does, if I'm not mistaken. What Flatpak does is that it basically has its a kind of a container, while Snap is also a container, but it also uses kernel-based like AppArmor. But on this topic, Alfred would be more qualified to answer this. But I think the question that you are asking is also a little bit split in two, because you have the question about convergence, and with that, I think you may be asking for the app to adapt to the phone and the OS, like the screen size, and we won't get that automatically with just bringing in package managers, package format. That requires like Romiri Toolkit or KD Origami, I think it's called. And on the GTK side, it's Advada.
Yeah, and I know some developers wanted to add a Flatpak support, so that might come one day. Maybe someone is working on it, but I'm not sure. But yeah, the limitation of using Lomiri UI toolkit is pretty important to have a very good user experience with convergence, and so yeah, we prefer apps that are native to Ubuntu Touch because you can get the most out of them.
Yeah.
Even if for simple apps, then yes, of course, cross compatibility can be done.
and also the kind of nice things with also bringing these package managers. I'm jumping a little bit back and forth. But in desktop mode, it would then be a better way of using desktop apps, but then bringing in a package manager that allows us to also run desktop apps. It would be nice if also the desktop apps would adapt, but at least until we get to the point where we have more apps adaptable. I think that's the way we are going, especially seeing what KD and what GNOME is doing with GTK. It seems like they are going the route of what Canonical started, and they are copying it and continuing it.
Yeah. Good. I think that answers it. We had also a question from SAP, but I think it's best to keep it for the next episode. This time I separated it in the pad, so I won't forget about it. But I think it's better answered by Alfred because it regards Mac. And he is a Mac user in the team.
I also occasionally use this Mac.
Hmm?
I also occasionally use the Mac because I got gifted M3, M4, and it still hasn't gotten PHY support yet. So occasionally, sometimes use it compiling because wow, that ARM chip is it's a really performance boost. I'm not really a fan of macOS, to be honest, but I'm waiting for proper Linux support.
Yeah, and that was basically the idea behind it, but it was regarding the M1 Mac. But let's skip this one because we are not very expert on this one. And Captain Funk also asked a few questions. The first one being, from what I understood from previous Q&A, they say also that they watched every episode since they started on Ubuntu Touch. So thank you for your fidelity. Thank you. So many apps won't be available on Noble. Is that true? And how can we see which apps are available or not on Noble? Well, the OpenStore allows you to see even focal apps on Noble. So there's no easy way except to try them out. I mentioned that UT Translator has been updated, the local one, and has been updated. I said translated, I don't remember. So yeah, UT Translator has been updated, and it didn't work on Noble previously. I didn't check the latest version, but yeah, the app was there, but when you tried to run it, then it just crashed or just basically didn't run. But for many other ones, it simply works. It depends if they have some kind of library dependencies or anything behind them that can block them. So it was the case for Pure Maps, and Pure Maps now works on Noble. So a lot of major apps are available. And yeah, basically.
I can also maybe answer this a little bit more technical.
Yeah.
So we are taking great care to try to keep them working both on Focal and Noble, what we call ABI. And with this new upgrade, we also have done a change in how apps are categorized or displayed or filtered out, I would say. So before we had something called channels. So that's when we transitions from Xenial to Focal. But this time we use something called framework, which is that we define what framework should be able to work So that's why you might see some app not appearing if they define a different framework. But most of the app could work out of the box, even though they are compiled for Focal. But it's always good to recompile them with the new framework and also just update them, because that will ensure that they are 100% compatible.
Yeah. And their next question is somehow related, and they ask, is that possible to revert back to Focal if Novel is problematic for their usage? And I heard some experience of people doing that and having no issue. So I think that's pretty safe to do, because Focal is still available for sometimes before it will be deprecated and then forgotten. Yeah. Then this question you might be able to answer better than me. Is Noble more greedy on resources than Focal? Because I have a Pixel 3 XL and it's sometimes laggy on Focal.
It shouldn't be. If it is a regression and a bug.
Yeah.
Um,
I didn't notice issues, but do you have any way to measure the system draw or usage?
so yeah, we have a couple of methods of doing it. Like we have just measuring the CPU and memory, but we also have more detailed approaches. We have something called profiling and something called tracing. So both of those are like it depends on the use area. For example, with QML, we can use profiling and get a big picture of how it performs. Other apps or compiled apps, low-level apps that are more, it's better to use tracing and just measuring how long it takes for each function to run. We can also use call grind, which is also a method of seeing how long each function and each call takes. So for my testing, I haven't really noticed anything either. But my daily driver is a Fairphone 5, so it might also be fast enough that it doesn't notice the small inconsistencies. But I can take a better look and see. I always wanted to do this anyway, to go through and really fine tune at some point, because it should be fast.
Yeah. Basically, yes, it should be the same. And the last question from Captain Funk is, what problems can I expect if I stay on Focal?
Currently nothing right now, because it just released, and both Focal and Noble are similar enough. So you won't notice any problems. You will notice missing features, and that will grow as time goes. We would also notice the Noble is getting, of course, bug fixes and continuing updating. But if you stay on Focal for very, very long, I think what we notice most is probably the browser is starting to be even more out of date, because that, of course, you won't notice any difference right now going to Noble, but later on when we upgrade the browser that is on Noble will continue to, well, the web will continue to evolve in faster, and new JavaScript framework is coming out right and left, and they love to use new features apparently, so they break every old browser. So the web is not as well, it's not backward compatible at all in the modern world, I would say.
Yeah.
So I think that will be our biggest issue. But also potentially there might be security issues that we don't know of right now. That might come up, and that's also something that might be an issue. But for you personally, I don't think you would notice. Not much will happen, other than missing out on future bug reports and worst browser.
Yeah, that's why some people stayed on Xenio for so long, because they didn't notice much change and it was fine the way it was. But of course, you will not benefit from new features. So yeah, that's also something to miss out on some improvement of the OS. Oh, oh. Are you still here, Marius? Because I had some echo from you. Okay, it seems the connection got lost with Marius. But basically, that was it from the forum. Okay, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, great. Yeah, so that was it from the question from the forum. And I see there's a long list of messages in the chat that I didn't read through and through. But there's one that I wanted to answer from Banjo. So basically, they say that they don't have a long experience in porting, no experience in porting devices and average Linux skills. And do you think a user like them can port Ubuntu Touch? If you have the stick-to-itness, I would say that's possible, because there's a porting documentation that is available, and if you are really motivated and have some time on your hands, then that it is always possible, but it will be an adventure, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, it also depends on what version of Android and what version already exists in Halium. Using one of the already existing builds and using the quote-unquote generic images are easier than doing a new port, which is doing a completely new one is quite challenging. But using the generic images are starting to get actually pretty overcoming, as long as nothing goes really bad in the beginning. But that's the thing with porting, that when thing goes bad in the beginning, you have a hard time debugging it, because you probably don't have access to the device, and it's hard to shell into it. You can't just SSH into it because it's in early booting. So you have to either you have to guess, or you have to find ways to get around it. Or if you're lucky, you get into the bootloader or initRD, and you can debug from there.
Yeah. So thank you. We have someone I wanted to just make the shout out for this. So Vertvega that wants to thank us for the live stream and for announcing the hackerspace thing that happened in Amersfoort. And so, yeah, they made some UB Reports members there, and they had a great time. And I'm very thankful that you loved it as well. And welcome to the community. Thank you for being there. It's also always great to meet new people and to spread the love for Ubuntu Touch. Yeah. Let's see if I can find something else. Yeah, I think that's it. Sadly, Marius is away, but we will
I mean,
wait. Oh, you're just audio only.
yeah, my connection was getting choppy, but I'm still here.
Okay. Yeah, great. Um, I think that's it. I don't see any other question in the chat.
One thing I can take on the end here is
Yeah.
it's some of my experiments since I was a little bit late.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
I can say some of my experiments since I was a little
Oh,
bit late.
yes, of course.
So the last, I would say, weeks or so, I have been planning and starting to really write it up and collect a lot of these issues. So one of the project that I want to really get forward and to start actively working on is a project where we go through and fix all these major or they are not necessarily major issues, but they are issues that are annoying enough to either prevent people from switching to Ubuntu Touch or drive people away or drive people nuts in some ways. So this is still in planning phase, but I want to start talking about it, and I will also write a blog post about it where people can, if they want to, join, because we need different type of users, everything from low end user to high end user, everything from technical to non-technical. So the idea is to make Ubuntu Touch as good as we can get it.
Yeah, and that is also shared by our sponsor, and this is something that we want also to push forward, to have a real good alternative, and not just for geeks like us, but also for our wives, husbands, daughter, children, parents, grandmother.
Yeah.
Yeah, the idea would be that my
So
mom
this,
is already using Linux, but not
well,
on her phone except Android.
yeah, this actually came out of this exact area. Is that my wife has actually switched to Ubuntu Touch, and there is some issues that me as a developer or as a geek didn't notice. But now that she uses this, I have a constant reminder that these issues that might not seem big as a developer is really big for a user, and especially for someone that uses uh, phone more than just calling and sending SMS.
Yeah.
There, I noticed there is a lot, and a browser is really the biggest pain point. I have,
Currently, I agree.
yeah.
And on mobile, now that we have UNAV and Pure Maps working, I think that's also a good feature that was missing in the early days. So now we have major apps like, yeah, I think what was the name of the app? The Bitwarden client. This one is very important because this is a daily use that you have. You want to connect quickly to on your phones, and you okay, I don't remember my password because it's on Bitwarden, and I don't have my laptop on me.
I think there's
I've been
two.
in. And so, yeah, I think the developer asked what was one of the missing apps that people lacked. And I think this was one of the answers, and that's how it came to be. So that's great. So, yeah, asking what were the order is a way to go. And maybe we can create a channel on Telegram to tackle this, to have like a way to prioritize issues or features.
Yeah.
That would be something.
Yeah, it would be nice to have like, so my one of the things that I also noticed is that we need people to take these issues and distill them into something that the developer would easily understand. I think that one of the things that I noticed is that, especially for myself, and I think I can speak for many developers too, is that when you develop the OS itself, you find amazing ways to get around issues, and for yourself, you find ways to do it, and then you don't think about them as issues anymore because for you it's not existing. So that's something that that I need to keep in mind when I use the OS. I need to not find, instead of finding ways around, I will find ways to fix it.
Yeah, that's good mental. Not what did I say? I invent words now. That's a good mantra, for example, or yeah, good thing to keep in mind.
Yeah, good mindset.
Yeah, good mindsets. Yeah, so thank you. Another last word, maybe, or is it okay for today?
I had some other experiments, but they are not as big. So it's just my continuation of eSIM. I have been working on and off on eSIM. Now I'm back to really finish it and get it in. The only issue that I really have is that it takes a while to initiate. I don't know why, because on Android it really much pops up as soon as you insert, as soon as it initialize. But on Ubuntu Touch it takes a while. But of course it's not that big of a deal, because when it first is done, it's done. But I would like to figure out why. But yeah, that's also been in my experiment book.
Yeah. So, did you already put a user interface to input the information to
Yes.
connect to the eSIM? Yeah. Oh, great.
So both you can use a code, or you can use QR code, which is more handy.
Yeah. And the QR code embedded in the UI, or do you have to do the two-step thing, like using the QR code reader and then copying the results?
No, it's actually embedded.
Wow. Wonderful. I can't wait to have it. And because my provider allows me a SIGAN number, but only on eSIM and not on physical SIM. So I was waiting on this. I was maybe I need one, maybe not. I don't know. And yes, on Android, I never tried it. So if I do, it will be on Ubuntu Touch.
Oh wow, it's gonna be nice. It's also fantastic to use when traveling. You can buy just cheap like data plans with eSIM.
Yeah, that will be a good thing as well.
Yeah, and also many devices these days only support like dual SIM with one physical and one like eSIM. So that will also enable those devices to have dual SIM.
Yeah. Great news. I can't wait until it's finalized, or at least it's usable, that you can push it into the daily and see how it goes.
Yeah, the CLI tool is already in, but the UI is almost done. So I'm getting excited. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I hope so, and I think so. Well, Thank you very much for joining, Marius. Thank you, everyone, for
Thank you.
joining also in the public and asking your question. Thank you for the conversation you had, because I see a lot of people trying to help also. We don't take questions about porting to device X or Y, but I see people answer in the chat, so that's a good thing. And we cannot talk about everything, so we try to stay on topic as much as we can, even if we go sideways from time to time.
Yeah.
So thank you all, and
Thank
we
you.
will see you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
And